We're in the old South Hadley burial ground in back of Evergreen Cemetery, and we're going to walk down the main path. And I'll tell you stories. The Butt family, I told you I wrote up the story about the Butt family and where three of the children died in a fire at Christmas Eve. And the father was in Baltimore. The mother was home and could get one of the child out, but not all of them. Now, if you look, both sides have stones, and it all of a sudden changes right here because the stones, instead of facing towards the east, now face towards the west for these four rows on both sides. So we walk 5 rows, the stone faced us. The next 4 rows, they face the other way for most part, except there's one over there that said Betty, and he's facing towards the east. Okay, so you notice a gap here? Okay, and then it starts up again. Now you notice again, there's a lot of rows on both sides, but the first 4 rows are facing us, facing towards the east, and then the other rows, as we walk, you'll see that they don't face us anymore, they face towards the west. So they did this on purpose, and there's 4 quadrants, and within any quadrant, you have the easternmost stones facing east and the westernmost stones facing west. Okay, you can see a change right here. Right? They all start to, the last 4 rows start to face towards the west. Okay, now there's an open space back here. What's going on? This is still the cemetery. The back part where it's open is where there are bodies buried, but they had no stones with them to identify them. And we're going to look at a couple of monuments here. There's one right here, and I'll read it to you. And this is a special monument for South Hadley. It says Colonel Ruggles Woodbridge, 1739 to 1819. So this is the Revolutionary War veteran, Colonel Woodbridge, who would have his house in South Hadley, and then John Little Woodbridge, 1751 1825, Enos Woodbridge, 1752 1832, and Eliza Woodbridge. So these were his 2 brothers and 1 sister, and they have a special monument over here. Now on this side right here in the back, notice there's 4 posts marking off the side. 3 are very visible to you, and 1 is in the woods back here, it's also visible. It should be right in this location here, probably under all these leaves. But this marks off the spot where these bodies were dug up, and they had to put them back here because again they had no stones. So they put a special memorial stone up for them, and that's right here. And it says, graves of the unknown, removed from old graveyard 1902. Alright, so on the burials that they couldn't identify who the person was, they put them back here to start off the cemetery as the movements took place from 1902 to 1904. Now, what to watch out on the way back is that, remember I said some of the stones face towards the west and some towards the east. So as we go through different quadrants, now we're looking at the stones that are facing towards the west. And this is the Moody family directly to our left. All right, Ebenezer Moody, captain in the Revolutionary War, and his wife Edith. All right, and behind them is again the Moody family, and so they did group families together back here, always, and so it's nicely done. Okay, now as we come right to this position right here, we're looking at 5 gravestones in a row through here, and these are Mount Holyoke College graduates that died as they were going to school at Mount Holyoke College. This one says Martha Nichols, daughter of Reverend C. Nichols of Gilead, Connecticut, member of the senior class of Mount Holyoke Female Seminary, died March 23rd, 1857, at 20 years old. And you can see they're very young girls because he died as they were going to college at Mount Holyoke College. That doesn't happen very often anymore. Okay, so this is the old burial ground taken from the back of where now is the Gaylord Library. And it is very respected, and they keep it up. Now these are the ones that were not selected by their families to be moved into the body of Evergreen. And those that were moved into the body of Evergreen we'll talk about at later stops, because in reality it was at least three movements of bodies, and these were just the remnants that no one claimed. And everyone thinks that they're the most important ones. Not really. Thank you very much.